Welcome to the second part of our mental health testimonial video series, featuring individuals from the Middle Eastern and North African community, also known as MENA. In this video, we continue to shed light on the importance of mental health awareness and share personal stories. Together, we can work towards building a community that values and supports mental health, ensuring that everyone has the resources and support they need to thrive. In this video, Sarah Radman, a college student at San Francisco State University, will continue to share with us her personal story about mental health. How do your cultural beliefs impact your views on mental health and seeking help?
So honestly, the way Middle Easterns think, they take it as a personal weakness whenever you say, hey, I'm depressed, hey, I'm stressed. Usually they just say, strengthen your relationship with God, wash your face, go pray. But most of the time, that's not really the case. That's not the solution. And honestly, for me, sometimes I do hit a breaking point where I'm just like, I feel ashamed. I'm like, I don't want to seek for help because I just feel like a cry for help. And I don't want to take that as a weakness because that just kind of makes me feel like garbage. But there are times where you can be selfish. You have to put yourself first. And I just do it regardless of how other people are going to view me, what other people are going to say, because at the end of the day, you matter the most. And if you know you're not doing something wrong and it's better for your own sake, I would say do it. So I would say it does have a negative impact at times where I let it get the best of me, but you really need to lock in and have that really, really strong mindset because you matter at the end of the day and you just got to go for it. If you need help, I usually speak up. I talk to my best friend. I talk to a cousin. I usually try to find someone that's kind of experiencing the same thing because you both can literally support each other and you just become stronger at the end of the day. You get advice from the other. It's just give and take. And honestly, I just don't let it get the best out of me, but sometimes there are points, just like I said, where it does. But I always say our schools have many resources. You can always talk to a therapist. You can find a private session with someone where it's all confidential. Your family doesn't have to know at all times. But I would say there are times where I do feel weak. I feel like, God, can I do this all by myself? Like, you know, do I really need to ask someone for help? But sometimes asking for help, it's not an issue. It's not a weakness at all. If anything, I look at it as a strength because you're human enough and you have that strength in you to be able to acknowledge those things about yourself. You're able to address it. And once you address it, that's how you solve the problem, flip that page, and just do better.
How do you balance your cultural expectations with your own mental health well-being?
So the first thing I would say is that I always take it day by day, regardless of how my parents feel, how my siblings are, how my family is. I always take it day by day just so that I can be easy on myself because you need to be fair to yourself. I am majoring in biology, which is really tough. It's a lot of heavy science courses and math courses, which are my weakest subjects, I would say. So taking it day by day always helps me. I also really try to strengthen my relationship with my religion because I find that brings me peace. Like when I'm at peace, I'm able to become a better student because I just have that peace of mind where I'm able to lock in and study. I also like talking to my friends or other people that are kind of experiencing the same things, just like my other Middle Eastern peers at school, and kind of just talking about the things we all struggle with, such as the pressure, the stress, you know, being able to kind of talk to someone else other than your family members, or I would say the root of the stress. You know, it sometimes helps a lot because you can get advice from them and it kind of helps you in a way too because you guys are just giving and taking. And also another thing I like to do to just, to find that balance between is journal. I also like to walk because sometimes freshening up my mind just really helps me also just lock in and want to strive to do better. I also like to address things with my parents whenever I feel like, the pressure is too much. I always like to communicate with them like, hey, can you guys please take a step back? Because that communication helps me in a way because if I'm telling them how I feel, that helps them because they know what else they can do to not make me feel that way. So always communicating, taking it day by day, really getting that peace of mind. Those three things help me so much, and that's what makes me successful as a student and makes me strive to be better. So the first thing